All right, shalom, shalom. I'm just going to GMS lesson come back at you. Before I do get into this lesson, I want to start by giving all honor, glory, and praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakodash.
Next up, divine honors to our apostles, the elders, and millstone, who taught us the 100% truth of the Bible, and who rule well. Peace, love, salutations to all the brothers across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in all diligence and sincerity. And we were able to get up together today to put together a little willing edifying lesson on the famine, right? The famine of the word. So we're just gonna jump right into it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. And it reads, "Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth."
That's right. And who's the creator? The names of Yahweh, Shema, and the scripture is telling you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, to remember them, to think upon them. When? In the days of your youth. While you're young, while you still got an able body. While you're able to still do something for the Lord. Because a lot of our people, as they get older in time, what do they try to do? They try to remember the Lord, when they're on their dying bed, when they're on their hospital bed, and they can't, do nothing for the Lord no more. And that's not when you're supposed to remember the Lord. As the scripture said, you remember the Lord in the days of your youth. Now, you do have, older brothers who come into this truth, who come into this faith, they how Shema is dealing with. But for the most part, the Lord is saying, remember them in the days of your youth. That's when you think upon the Lord, in the days of your youth. Read on.
Reads on, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
That's right. It said, while the evil days come not, and while the years draw near, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And the years are drawn near. You see, the evil days are pretty much here, man. You see, how do we know? Look around, You had gas prices going up at one time. They skyrocketed, but then they dropped back down. But we know through the spirit, as this place called America, Babylon, continues to crumble, that they're going to skyrocket right back up. You got the famine on the horizon. You got all these different pestilence out. The Planet of the Apes, the C-19. It's so much stuff happening right now. So the evil days are here. And as these evil days continue to increase, the Lord is not going to have no pleasure. The Lord is not going to have any dealings with 2/3 of our people of the nation of Israel. Why? Because they're not remembering him. You see? Why? Because they're not thinking upon Yahweh Shema Shah and the words that are written in this Bible. So this is the time to remember Yahweh Shema Shah. This is the time to draw near unto your Creator. Get ahead and get that next one.
Yep. And if I can say real quick, and like you just hit the point on the head too. You might see older brothers in this thing, but that this is going into a lot of us right now too, because our people will discontinue from our heritage, so we're not teaching our younger ones what they're supposed to be doing, how they're supposed to go into. So older brothers, they hearing this truth for the first time, and then the Lord is allowing them to come on the other side. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for the most part, you were right. Which one did you want after that?
Sirach.
Oh yeah, Sirach 5 and 7. This is Sirach chapter 5 verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
That's right. The scripture said, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Read on.
And put not off from day to day.
That's right. So you Israelites, man, don't make no tarrying to turn unto the Lord. You look at that word tarrying, it says what? To delay, to procrastinate. You see? And that's what our people are good at. They're good at tarrying. They're good at delaying. They're good at procrastinating. You see? Our people always wait till the last minute to do everything. Even when it came time, when our people would go to school and stuff like that, and we had to do a project or whatever the case may be, homework. Jake is good at waiting till the last minute to get their assignments done. Well, now here it is. The Lord is telling us, don't make no tarrying. Don't procrastinate to turn to me. And what do you see? You see the majority of our people tarrying to turn to him. You see? But when our people are caught up into the ways of this world, when it comes time for our people to, commit adultery, when it comes time for our people to gang bang, when it comes time for our people to smoke their weed, their cigarettes, their black and mouths, when it comes time for our people to do all type of wickedness, guess what? They don't tarry for that. So just like you don't tarry for your wickedness, how much for the Lord? You supposed to be going just as hard for the Lord like you did your wickedness. And don't put this truth on day to day, man. Because of this lesson that we're going into, what? A famine of the word, man. It's upon us, man. This word can be gone at any minute, any second. You shoot. It can be gone tomorrow. You don't know when the next time you're going to hear this word. So don't put this truth off from day to day.
Mm-hmm. It reads on, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
That's right. And this is exactly why you don't need to put this truth off from day to day. Because suddenly the wrath of the Lord is going to come forth. The Lord's going to remove his prophets, and all hell's going to break loose. And we're seeing it. You see, you got the strong G5480 coming into effect. What? They saying everything's going to start going digital slowly but surely. I think by December 13th of this year.
The 23rd.
23rd, somewhere around the time, bro. I mean, so the signs are there. The Yahweh Shemashai is slowly but surely showing his wrath, man. And we ain't seen nothing yet. This thing gonna get worse. It said what? And in that security, thou shalt be destroyed. Your security is your protection. Our people find protection and a lot of stuff. They women, their jobs, their car, their careers, their house, their animals. And the Lord's gonna destroy you and all that, man. Read on.
And perish in the day of vengeance.
You're gonna perish in the day of vengeance and the Lord's righteous judgment. Why? All because you didn't remember the Lord. Why? All because you made tarrying to turn to the Lord and you put this truth off from day to day, man. So right now, it's about getting this word. That's where it's at. And getting as much as you can, man.
Yeah. And that precept, you back there beautifully because, bringing it out, make no tarrying to turn back. And you say, remember the Creator in thy youth. Once you get, even if you are an older man, once you come into this truth, what? You're being born again. So once you hear it, don't tarry to turn to the Lord because you know what I'm saying, no matter how old you is, you know what I'm saying, you new in this faith and you never know when the Lord is going to start judging our people, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to get Isaiah 55 and 6.
You good.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. And it reads, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near.
You see? The Lord, Isaiah, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai, is putting us on game. They're giving us the blueprint. They're giving us the guidelines of what to do. You see? Isaiah is telling us to do what? To seek the Lord. When you're seeking, that means what? You're looking. So we're supposed to be right now, at this very moment, in these times, we're supposed to be seeking. We're supposed to be searching for Yahweh Shemashai. And how do you do that? By the way, the prophets that the Lord set up and these teachings that the prophet is going to be teaching. The truth. That's how you seek the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And we need to be seeking the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, while they may be found. Why does the scripture say why he may be found? Because we're in a point in time to where the Lord's not going to be found because what? He's going to remove his servants, the prophets, from preaching his word, man. That's why the scripture said what? Remember the Lord, man. That's why the scripture said what? Don't make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. And don't put this truth from day to day. Because soon come the Lord will not be found. This word has been out for years, man. You see? This word has went all across the globe. This word has went out, man. People have heard this word. And the end is here. You see? So seek ye the Lord while he may be found, man. Because soon come the prophets won't be teaching this word for too much longer, man.
Mm-hmm.
It said what? Call ye upon him while he is near. And the Lord is still near. Because what? The prophet is still out. They give you the names, man. The true and living names. Yahweh Shemashai.
Yep. I got to precept real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick. It was in to seek, right? To resort to seek with care, to inquire, right? To investigate, to ask for, right? To practice, study, follow, right? To seek with care, to care for, basically just saying to consider. You know what I'm saying?
It said to acquire.
Yeah.
When you're acquiring, what you trying to do? You're trying to get information.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
what
right.
people supposed to be doing. They supposed to be acquiring. They supposed to be trying to seek, getting information about Yahweh Shemashai.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Get that, Amos.
Mm-hmm.
And if we ain't past our time, we'll get one more, that Ezekiel 3:26, and then we'll close out.
This is Amos 8:11, and real quick, this is Amos chapter 8, verse 11, and it reads, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land."
Right, so the Lord is going to send a famine in the land. What land? The land of America. You see, and wherever Israel is scattered at, around the four corners of the earth. But man, in this place called America, there's going to be a famine. Read on.
It reads on, "I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water."
Even though that is coming, there is going to be a famine of actually food and water. But this is not what Amos is talking about.
It reads on, "Nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord."
That's right. Going back to Isaiah 55, verse 6. This is why you need to be seeking the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, why he may be found by the way of the servants, the prophets. Because what? It's going to be a famine of hearing these words soon come. To these words are not going to be preached worldwide no more. To these words won't be getting preached, getting put up on the internet no more. Till where you won't be seeing the servants, the prophets out on the highways and byways and streets no more, man. Why? Because the Lord's going to remove them, man. Because we pretty much will have already done our job. The word will have already reached who it needed to reach.
It reads on, verse 12, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it."
And this is going to happen when this word is removed. You people are going to go crazy. You're going to go bananas. You're going to go all over the place trying to find the true words of Yahweh Shema Shah. Keep reading down on that to verse 12. You're going to try to go all over to try to find the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. And guess what? You're not going to find any answers. You're not going to get the answers that you need, man. Why? Because you tarry. Why? Because you didn't remember the Lord when you had a chance. So seek the Lord, Israel, because the famine of the word is upon us, man. And it's nearer than what you believe.
Do you want to read 12 again?
13, I meant.
13, verse 13, "In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst."
Right. And these women and these men, when this word is removed, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to faint. Meaning what? Spiritually, you're going to be weak for thirst. Because this word is likened unto what? Water. You're going to be wanting this water, this knowledge, and you're not going to get it. You see, you're going to be faint. You see, so get this word, Israel. Get this truth. Get it while the getting is good. So that's pretty much our lesson. We wasn't get one precept, but we want to go over our time. Lord willing, hopefully it was edified. Till next time, we pretty much say shalom.
Shalom.